While going through my local library's catalogs, I found that there was an edition of Paul Coelho's The Alchemist that was published in 1998. This edition was published in 1998. And I remember listening to the audiobook of this book. I really enjoyed it. It was a freebie that was given by Apple through iTunes to promote their books app. And the voiceover was done, I believe, by Jeremy Irons. It was just fascinating. So the reason why I'm picking up this book and going through it today isn't because of the book itself, but this edition contains paintings by Moebius. And I just thought it'd be really cool to flip through and just kind of see the art that he did. It's kind of in context with the story. If you've read the story, it may make some sense. If you haven't read the story, I think you can appreciate the art. So this is just really a flip through for the art. So let's just go through some of the art. That's lovely. That's lovely too. I love Moebius's use of color. He did a lot of black and white stuff as well, but his sense of color has always been great. And I enjoy how this story is a lot like a fable. I love the various gradations of brown and this tan color, and it's supposed to simulate the flickering light, and how this is brighter and then how this is darker. Love the colors here, and I enjoy like how this is drawn. Like, it reminds me a little bit of the Little Prince, where the art is made to match a fable, this is sort of what it is. Some of these just it looks simple. It's that thing where it looks simple, but to make it look simple, there's actually a lot of work and a lot of experience that goes into this. It's sort of like devices that work simply, but to get it to work simply, there's a lot of engineering, a lot of man hours put into it. I enjoy this. Uses negative space. And I enjoy how Moebius, we know him from the Blueberry work, we know from Arzak, we know from Airtight Garage. I believe this is 94, so I think he was maybe close to 60 when he drew this. I mean, he's still a master, and I think it's more of him just saying the art has to match the story, and I'm going to pull back and maybe do these paintings that look more like they would fit in a book of fables to match the theme of the book. I mean, can you imagine? Oh, I love this nighttime scene where you have the campfire and then it gets darker, and then the sky has these blues and blacks and the stars. I mean, I was going to say, can you imagine like if they got Rob Liefeld to do this? Everybody would look like some super steroid roided up character because he only knows how to draw one way. But Moebius is so good that he can just take his art and do many different things, and kind of just speaks to that mastery he had of comics. I mean, if you've seen his work, I love this too, with the nighttime sky and the black, and how everything doesn't look muddled. The printing is good here, but all these subtle different shades, and it's nighttime with this moonlight, that silvery moonlight. His sense of color has always been great. I mean, you can look at any of his work. Just a really interesting, striking image using that rule of thirds. I believe that's Fatima, the protagonist's love interest. Just a really beautiful picture where, he draws beautiful, and he's always been good at making women look very sexy. But here she looks really attractive and alluring, but in a very modest way. I love this green light, just this understanding of how light works. Daytime scene, you see the shadows show it's almost midday because the way the shadows are placed, and it looks like it's hot in the afternoon. It's another scene with that beautiful match of color, and I love this, how they're here, and there's this huge door, and the different variations and gradations of the wood, where some of it's splotchy and it's darker, some of it's lighter. This is a beautiful nighttime scene with the full moon shining on the pyramids, and then the shadow here. And then this is what was used for the cover. What else we got? We have this scene here. And lastly, I believe we have this. And that's it. I'm going to be looking for this book. I think you can find it on eBay. I'm just going to price shop a bit. But again, it's just The Alchemist. It's a 1998 edition. It's the illustrated Alchemist. So if you're a fan of Moebius's art, maybe you can find this at a local library or a used bookstore. And if you're a real fan, pick it up because it is interesting art. And I don't know if it's been reprinted anywhere, maybe in some French edition or some Spanish edition. Definitely not anywhere else in English. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the flip through, and have a great day. Bye.